If you want, I can play this for you so you can hear it. It's so fun. So, okay, Google. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
At the end of this presentation, I gave you the link with all the fun stuff you can do with Google Voice Search. Okay, so let's try the next one. Who knows how to enable a system UI tuner? Or first, do you know what a system UI tuner is? No idea. Okay, so this is the very last setting. This is the very last settings in settings. If I show you now, then you will know how to enable it. So no one knows how to enable this. Yes?
Long press on the settings icon in the
Thank you.
notification center.
Now I can long press the settings icon. So if we long press the quick in the top, you see? It spins. And now we have System UI Tuner has been enabled. I will try this. Sorry. Please come a little bit closer. Okay, so the System UI Tuner is down here. And basically now you can you can rearrange the toggles in the UI. So these are the toggles, the Wi-Fi and stuff like this. And you can rearrange them, remove them, add them. This is new in Android Marshmallow. And a cool feature that was not before is you can see the battery percentage now, even when we are up. You see? So usually you can see the percentage if you have to open the quick settings view. But if you don't open it, then you will just see it on the battery. Okay, let's go back to the presentation. Can you still hear me? Okay. So now we can see the battery percentage indicator on the battery icon. Okay, who knows what happened with Google Settings app? You might have noticed that it's not available in the drawer app anymore.
It disappeared.
I just said that. That's right, it has been removed. Okay. I'm so sorry. I think all of them will go to my boyfriend here. Okay, so it is now in the settings menu. And if we go So if we go to the settings menu, you'll see that Google now has its own place. And now from here we can do a lot of stuff, like we can activate always listening mode, which means that if we go on voice and we go on OK Google detection, if it's always on, no matter where you are, you can say OK Google. We didn't catch that. Okay, so now we can do it from any app. You have an app open, you don't have to go to the home screen anymore and OK Google. What time is it? Okay. Also, the Google settings includes this setup nearby device. Okay, so this is the place where you can add a new device via Wi-Fi. So if you want to configure an Android TV using your Google Settings account, this is the option you will use. Okay, let's try this one. I guess everybody knows what those is, right? No? No? None of you watched the Google I/O presentation? Does any of you have Android Marshmallow on the phone? Some of you. Have you noticed that now during nighttime the battery percentage is not, so the battery doesn't go from 100% to 80%, but rather only 5% off. So before the dose, this is an intelligent battery management system, okay? So before this feature was created, you would lose 15 to 20% in the night of battery, and now it's down from around 3 or 5%. So basically the dose feature when the mobile or tablet is not used for a longer period of time, and it goes in hibernate mode and saves battery. And there is a similar feature for apps. So basically, if you have an app that stays and stays and stays and you don't use it anymore, it will go in. Crap, you're too far. You can come closer. I can try this. I said I throw like a girl. Okay, so this is app standby. This is when apps go in sleep mode, which means they are more like if you go in settings and you disable it. So this is what app standby does, which means this app cannot use and doesn't use the system resources, or it doesn't run background services, it has no connection to the network, which basically means that you do not receive notifications from disabled apps. So if you have an app like WhatsApp and you haven't used it for 2 days, and then someone sent you a message but you don't receive the notification, this is why, because it was put in standby mode.
Can it be customized?
Yes, you can
The time.
customize, no, not the time, but you can customize which apps never go in standby mode.
Okay.
So you can do this. I'm doing this one. Who knows what now on tap is? Okay, so now on tap is again a really big cool feature that came with Android Marshmallow, which basically means that everywhere you are in an app, you can just, let's try this. So if I'm, for example, in YouTube, and I long press the home button, so basically I can check Dash Berlin on Google Plus, or see images of it. This will be revolutionary. Everybody will start using this once it will be known. Now you know it, so maybe you will use it. It will get even more popular. I will show you this. So basically what Now on Tap does, it takes on-screen keywords, okay, and it starts Googling for them, and you get either app, ideas, or you start Googling for that. So these are people or places or things mentioned in, you can get it from web pages, Google apps, or third-party apps. So just use tap on now and you will get a list of specifications, what you can do. Okay, do you know this?
I guess yes.
Yes, that's the correct answer, but do you know how? You don't know how. So Google removed micro SDs, right? Because they said that they have security issues, and now they reintroduced, so now they support micro SDs. I will give this for you. So now it supports micro SDs. The curious thing about this is that once you format a micro SD, you cannot use it anywhere else without erasing its data. So it will basically be part of the Android device. Okay, so once formatted in an Android device, it will be internal storage. If you pop it out and put it in your laptop, you won't see the data anymore.
Excuse me. What can I do for my laptop? Can see it? I can use it anywhere I want.
Yes, it will be as a part of internal storage. So it will just basically give you more space.
Okay, but if I want to,
If you want to see what's on it,
if I want to see what's on it on another device.
you cannot. If you put it in another device, it won't show anything. So it will only be recognized by the Android device where you formatted it and used it. And if you want to see what's inside, you can use this Explorer, which is basically, the storage. So until now we always had to download some type of Explorer, but now it's introduced in Android N. So if you go to settings, and then you go to storage and USB, you will see Explore. And now in Explore you can see what your Android has. Okay?
But if you move it from your laptop, no, from your tablet to your phone, and you have the same Google account, is it possible to be synchronized? Does it have a cache or
As far as I know, it's device dependent. but
device,
it's
so
formatted
not
on a
account
device.
specific?
But we can check this when we actually have a device that supports microSDs, because
Okay.
I have a Nexus 9 which unfortunately doesn't.
Nexus 5
Any
also.
one of you has a 5X? Nexus 5X? No? Okay. But you can always mail me and tell me what happened if you put it in the phone. Good. Okay. So everybody knows about permissions, right? That this was one of the biggest things that Marshmallow did. Okay, updated the permissions. So, do you know where the permission types are in Android M? How to get there?
Can we ask Google now?
You can.
Does it have an answer?
So, do you know the difference that was made in app permissions? So now when you download an app that has been updated with Android Marshmallow, you will only be getting the normal security options like internet, so basic options, basic permissions like internet or alarm clock. But if you want to use camera or other type of permissions, you will be prompted when your app will be needing to use the camera. You don't know this? Yes, you know this. Okay, I can show you, but the permission type. So basically, if you go to settings and you go to your app, you can enable or disable permissions for your app. And you can also go to settings and see all permissions that are available, like camera, and see which applications are using camera. And this is a little bit more hidden than the previous type, so I will just show you how this works. So if we go to settings and we go to apps, if you just pick an app, like calendar, you can see that it uses 3 types of permissions and they are all on. Yes, you can disable or enable them. Now, the thing is that if you enable a permission and the developer didn't think about what will happen if that permission is disabled, your app will crash. And as far as all what I have researched about, it's the developer's fault that he didn't think that he will do this. So if we want to see all permissions, so if you go to apps and you go to settings, you can see app permissions. And these are all permissions that are allowed in Android. For example, you can see which apps are using contact permissions. And you can disable them from here. For example, Amazon Kindle doesn't have permission to use my contacts. And I can enable or disable it from here.
Is the app then still properly running?
Kindle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not like for example, if you have an app that requires camera permissions, so everything you do with that app is camera-based app. If you disable the camera-based, you cannot do anything with it. But Amazon Kindle doesn't need context. Many of these applications don't need context, they just require for it.
And how do they react if they are trying to access something that they are not allowed?
So this also depends on how the developer develops the app. Basically, what Google says is next time that you create an app, if someone wants to disable an app permission from the settings, you will have to prompt them with a toast or something saying, don't do this, you will break it, or something. Okay.
Can I choose this before, during the installation process of the app? Because
During the installation process of the app, you are prompted only with the basic permissions that are necessary, like internet or
Okay.
And